I would say that if this is something that you want and it's right here, it's holding space in your heart, then take the leap because it will change your life.
All right, brother Chad, thank you so much for doing this, man. I really appreciate you taking the time out to answer these questions and do a quick interview and drop in with me, brother. So thank you.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure knowing you, my man, and looking forward to staying connected.
Heck yeah, brother. Awesome, man. So let's get into some good questions. Chad, if you could briefly describe what you do, what your business is, and the impact that you create.
So my business, I mean, I'm a breathwork facilitator. I also do speaking engagements. Um, it's funny. So I have a personal training background as well, and I kind of stepped away from that over the years. Originally, that was my, call it the breaking of the ice into the wellness world. And I've
Mhm.
been studying breathwork, practicing breathwork for that matter, for about 7 years. And now I host events, and I'm planning to do my first retreat next month. And yeah, like I said, my focus is utilizing the breath to fuel all pillars of well-being, whether it be physical,
Mhm.
emotional, mental, or spiritual. And that's what I teach people, and showing them that they have the power to unlock that innate healer or to improve themselves physically, mentally, in order to be able to operate and stand under solid ground to just operate daily life from a more grounded presence is kind of what I do.
Amazing, bro. Amazing. I love it. Fantastic, man. So, can you share where you were before working with Awaken Breath compared to where you are now, energetically, clarity wise, in terms of your wellness business, you name it?
Absolutely. So I guess my business prior to working with you guys was very chaotic, sporadic. It didn't really have a center. And like I said, now that I have the piece to really focus on the breath and build out, before I had clients here, there, and I didn't really have a catch or something that would loop them in kind of thing. And between that and balancing other careers that I've had, it was very much in the works. Like I said, I've been practicing breathwork for quite some time. And then once by divine timing, discovered you guys, it's given me the ability and the confidence as well as the information and the knowledge that you guys do provide in your program to speak comfortably about the breath. I mean, I've had some very profound experiences on my own, through various meditations and through various breathwork practices. But now that I've had that support, it's just given me the confidence to A, speak about it, to B, teach it to people. And I didn't have that ability, that communication piece for the back and forth until I started working with you guys. And now I have the confidence as well to collaborate with other conscious creators. I've been very fortunate over the last little while to combine with sound healers. I have found that while I facilitate breath work and with them crafting their art in the background, it's been some very powerful events and workshops that we've been able to put together. And people are having some very profound experiences, removal of stagnant energy as well. And the feedback that we're getting just with those events amongst the one-on-one that I do both online and in person, it's been very rewarding for myself. I know this is something that's kind of always been at the forefront of my mind and my heart for that matter. So after working with you guys, outside of the knowledge and information, which was world class, it the personal growth that I also experienced was something that I guess I wasn't expecting.
Awesome. What were the main challenges that you were facing before you came into the training program? What were the primary challenges that were there? And then were those challenges overcome through the training program?
Yes. So one of the major challenges that I was having was really finding my voice to start to create this online presence and to really fully immerse into purpose. Um, Having the breath as like I said, the foundation and the fuel behind what I do and what I personally practice. I had a very much a challenge of finding a system that I could talk to people about and to actually express how powerful this stuff is. And being a guy that grew up, uh, I'll say for the first, I don't know, from the time I was 13 till the time I was well into my 20s, I didn't realize the power of the breath. I all I was focused on was the physical aspect and just thinking that, oh, the
Hmm.
mental, the spiritual, and the emotional just kind of takes its toll and takes its place. And I
Hmm.
didn't have that ability to explain that to people that this source that is just within reach of at any moment in any time through different practices, and I didn't have that connection. There was a communication piece that was missing. And outside, like I said, outside of the growth that took place for me, now I'm finding a way to overcome, not even think about those challenges because people are now reaching out to me and just wondering, what are you doing? I see you're doing all
Hmm.
this stuff on social media. You're really your message is clear, your message is strong, and I feel like after working with you guys, I finally found that. I landed on the other
Hmm.
side, and it just took away from it took away from the chaos of knowing that this is something that I wanted to pursue, but I guess the right resource and the right people hadn't shown up yet.
How has your process for facilitation in guiding clients, how has it changed since going through the training?
Well, I'm telling you, it's even every session that I do, I walk away from there and I bring something new because
Mm.
now it's ingrained in my DNA. So a lot of it, like my personal preparation, it is now to not know the information. The information's part of me, but to just
Hmm.
make sure that my energy is clear and ensure that I'm practicing on myself. And so from the time that I went through your guys' course and was facilitating just on other classmates compared to now, or even when I first stepped out, it's because you walk away from every facilitation and naturally we're going to analyze our actions. We're going to look at it from that observer standpoint. And then once you have that ability to get outside of your own body and to really look at it, it's like, what were we trying to accomplish and what did we accomplish? And it seems that every facilitation now, I personally get better and better. Hey, fireworks. I get better and better. And as well as, like I said, the experience of people and the testimonials that I'm getting after the facilitations have been enough to fill my own heart, and it's very rewarding work. It's a lot of work to get yourself to a place where you do feel confident enough to speak about the trade. But part of that is like I said, just making sure that of all the people that you're going to facilitate on, be sure to facilitate on yourself.
Yep. Beautiful, man. Well said. Can you just describe the time commitment that was required of you during the training, what responsibilities you had, and then how available the coaches were for you when you needed them?
So the coaches, there was always, you can always schedule a call if you felt like you were falling behind. So availability on them was basically any time that fit their schedule throughout the week to make sure that everyone was on pace to graduate at the specified date.
Hmm.
Um, what was the other part of the question? Sorry.
The time commitment on your
Oh, the
end.
time commitment. Yes. So at the very least, between the call and the week and other when we were doing our sonic neural and when there was extra sessions, at the
Hmm.
very least, you're probably looking at 3 hours at the absolute
Hmm.
minimum. If you want to really dive into it, I mean, I know for myself, I was up late and I was awake early to
Oh
ensure that
yeah.
I was getting the most out of it. And let me tell you, that paid off. That paid off in a big way. So, I mean, I
Of
think for
course.
myself, I was spending a minimum of 5 hours per week, and which I would highly recommend, especially during the duration of the 12 to 13 weeks. If I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken, I believe that's what it was.
Hmm.
And to just really push past your limitations, much to the likes of some of the breath work that we do teach to intentionally place the body under stress and push past your limitations. And it's amazing. You get the results. You get what you put into it, just like anything.
Where do you see your business in the next 12, 6 to 12 months based on the results that you've gotten so far?
Well, I see myself being able to walk away from my corporate job and actually have the ability to live in my purpose full time, which is very
Come on.
exciting. I'm still in a space where I am looking to actually execute my first retreat next month in Nicaragua, and then we're going to see how things go, potentially for a second one at the end of January. And it's actually, I got to say also, so through this experience, it was also the push that I needed to get more information, get better understanding of myself in order to take the steps into writing my book, which again, it's been a chaotic process for the last 10 years. It's been on the forefront of my mind, the forefront of my heart to get a book out there that will potentially help others. So again, that course was the push I needed in different aspects of my life.
Beautiful, brother. Awesome, man. So 6 to 12 months, hosting retreats, doing more one-on-one clients, coaching programs, leaving your corporate job. That's amazing, bro.
Hey, that was always the plan.
Let's go.
Pieces just had to come together.
Let's go, man. Awesome, brother. Anything surprise you about the training? Did you have any misconceptions before starting?
Misconceptions, no, but the biggest surprise to me, I guess, because I mean I've taken courses where it's just an online boom, boom, boom. You're just a number, push it through.
Hmm.
Was the community and
Hmm.
the family aspect and how everything that you and the other coaches that you have working for Awakened Breath, um, they put your needs first, no matter what, no matter how busy their schedule is, their ability to a uh, take the time to make sure that you're up to speed on things and the continued resource that you guys have been even since the course is over. And yeah, I think the biggest surprise to me was the community and the family aspect of it.
Brother Chad, were you surprised by the results that you got from working with us, or are you currently surprised by the results that have been accomplished?
Absolutely. Like I said, I mean, to me, I was jumping into this thing thinking I'm just going to get some more information and learn some new exercises and
Hmm.
maybe do a couple things here and there. But the personal growth side of things is where I really was surprised by. And it's funny, I entered this program in a very good space, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and I've been very in tuned,
Hmm.
but it's been a never ending growth period in all aspects, all pillars of well-being for myself. Now that I do get to share that gift, the gift of the breath with others.
Awesome, man. I love it. Last question. If there's anybody that's on the fence with working with us, what would you tell them?
I would say that if this is something that you want and it's right here, it's holding space in your heart, then take the leap because it will change your life.
Oh, man. Beautiful. Any other final thoughts or anything else you'd like to share with anybody who sees this?
Anybody who sees this, I say keep being your authentic self, keep on uncovering the layers to your purpose, and don't sit and wait for somebody to come and rescue you. Once you fully immerse in who you are, the right people, the right events, and the right experiences will just show themselves as they always do.
Beautiful, brother. Thank you so much, Chad. I appreciate you, man.
Always a pleasure, Ben.